last but not least for this section, we're going to take a look at the rule of three as a way to think about structuring our stories, and just as kind of also a little reminder of the narrative arc or the three-act structure. So the rule of threes can be kind of an easy way to think about structuring your pieces. The idea that we're quite comfortable with this kind of 1, 2, 3 rhythm. So we can look at it in terms of, great books in history. Hamlet in 3 panels. Act 1, the ghost of Hamlet's father tells Hamlet to revenge him. Then Hamlet talks a lot about revenging his father. That's most of the middle of the play. And then at the very end, he revenges his father. Everybody's dead. Spoiler alert. So you can see this piece here. It's also used quite a lot in comics, especially funny comics. Jokes are often structured around the rule of three. We also there's something very satisfying about 3 things in a row. And we can think about it in terms of the beginning and middle end of the narrative arc. And here's some examples in how book titles, Eat, Pray, Love, or, if we're looking at in terms of commerce, Eat, Pay, Love. You can have your shipping done in 3 easy steps, order, ship, and enjoy. And even a simple story like The 3 Little Pigs, we've got our 3 pigs with their 3 ways of building the house. And he huffed and he puffed and he didn't blow the 3rd one down. So because we're really used to it, it can be easy on the viewer, the audience, in terms of their understanding. And as I mentioned, we use it a lot in comics. So I wanted to, it's not a huge, big, in-depth tool, but I wanted to mention it and touch on it. And I wanted to leave you with some thoughts in terms of joke telling. So we can see here, these 2 examples are from the comic Mutts. And the first one is kind of meta. So we set up our what's happening. We've got our main character. The main character here thinks that he's lost. And so we then build from Act 1 with our exposition, rising action, into where am I, that panic. And we start to have the climax there, and then we start to have a little bit of resolution in our secondary character saying, well, right now you're in the 2nd panel, and then ching. But things change. We're resolved in the 3rd panel. We are clearly in a comic strip. We have this meta, this realization dawns on our main character that, oh my god, I'm a character in a story. I do not have my own autonomy. Meanwhile, in the one below, we have a more classically structured joke, a little less meta. And we, again, set up our characters. We have our 2 main characters and the secondary character there, the bumblebee, and they're asking the question. The beginning of their action is, are you a honeybee or a bumblebee? Central question that then comes to this, oh my god, I don't know, we're having a crisis of, understanding of ourselves. And then we have a resolution of, that's a maybe, but ching. And so we often have this structure in joke telling as well. So this could be one way to maybe think about setting up your story in 3 beats.